Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Cooking up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it.
Yellow, I'm going.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now McCoy. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Humphries now to return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 30 base. X3. Snap.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Got it?
6. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Come on. You better bring it.
Let's go.
They'll get this to Sharp on the jet sweep. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. 1st quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Now a 1st carry for Dion Lewis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. McCoy. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Check 52. Check safety. Deuce.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Yellow,
55, Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Let's go. 60 out, long. 56. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check three, check three, check three. Let's go.
Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
I got one.
Off play action, Tannehill. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Jones never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Greystone, travel.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Watch out for Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. On 1st down, McCoy. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. Down to about the 22 here. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's McCoy. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10, and they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to spin free. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Tighten up. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
On second down now, it's McCoy. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. A strong running. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong. And keep it from being a big game.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 67 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Derrick Henry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Nashville. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. And he's able to get it out of there. That's taken it around the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. AT Gator.
Army.
Ready?
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. On the stop, Breeland speaks. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Man up, D.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
A 48-yard attempt.
And And this one is right down the middle. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Henry. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Mahomes, buying time to his left. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the grab. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their